welcome back to the Sew Society Bucket Hat Sew Along. My name's Beryl. Now, hopefully by now you should have got two hats, or bits that actually look like the top of your hat. Okay, and yes, this does match my top. This is where the fabric came from. So we now need to set those aside, and we're going to work on the brim. So you will need to add your interfacing to one set of your brims. A tip I have for adding iron-on fusible interfacing is to actually put it on your ironing board like that. So it's material up and the interfacing on the bottom with glue face up, and then put a cloth over the top of it, iron it on, and then if you miss any bits with your interfacing, the glue goes on the cloth, not on your iron or on your ironing table. So what we're going to do now is actually take one set of brims, so again you've got 3 pieces, and attach them to each other the same as we did for the top of the hat. So you will have 3 pieces like that. So I'm now going to go off, and you can do both sets together, so both colours together. So this one has interfacing, this one doesn't. It doesn't really matter whether it's the top or the bottom that you put it to, the interfacing on. We'll come to that later anyway. So if you go and make these into 2 circles, and I'll meet you back here. Right, when you've sewn those together, you'll have a piece like this. They won't lie flat, they're not designed to lie flat. So you'll have one interfaced one and one non-interfaced one. So the next thing to do is to actually sew them together. So you want to match the seams up, and again with the Oliver and S one you will only have a 2-part brim, whereas the April Cobb one has a 3-part brim. So just match the seams up together, and then we're going to sew it around the outside, so that's the largest seam, and again at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'll go off and do that, and I'll come back and see you again. Right, when you've done that, just before you turn it the right side out, I've gone around the edge, and every inch or couple of inches or so I've put a notch in the seam allowance. Please be careful not to go through your stitching, because otherwise you'll have to sew it all over again. And then what we're going to do is turn it right side out. See if we can do it this way. Then you want to very carefully go around the whole edge, and you need the seam to be right on the edge so that either material does not show on the wrongs on the other side. So you've got that material on that side and that material on that side, and the seam is right on the edge. And if you go around and press that, and then you need to top stitch it 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Okay, I'll see you back here when I've done that. Now once you've done that, and this is what mine now looks like, I don't know, again it's white on white, so I'm not sure you can actually see. Yes, you can just about see the top stitching. You can leave the brim like that to attach the hat, or you can do more top stitching. The closer the rows of top stitching are together, the stiffer the brim will be. So it depends how stiff a brim you actually would require. I actually quite like to do quite a lot, so I'm going to go and do them about 1/4 of an inch. I actually use the edge of my foot to space them apart. So I'm going to go off and do that, and then we'll come back and see. But as I say, you can leave it like that if you want to, but it's quite floppy. When you finish doing the top stitching around the brim, I've stopped, as you can see, about 1/2 inch or so from the edge, They'll be fine. I've yet to make it 1/2 inch all the way around on any of my hats that I've made. Just makes it look homemade, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Right, so once you've got to this stage, we can set that aside, and then tomorrow we can put the hat together. We're almost there. See you tomorrow.